Hi. How's everyone doing? I am doing well. You guys ready to watch some cartoons? You guys ready to enjoy probably the best Star Wars we've seen since uh Bad Batch? Was that the last good Star Wars we had? Was Bad Batch? Let's think. Let's go backwards. Skeleton Crew, that was decent. And it was fun, but it wasn't wow. That show. What came before that show? Ahsoka season 1. But let's face it, that ended pretty fucking weak. Yeah, Thunderbolts and Bob. It's like that Liberty commercial. Limu Emu and Doug. Thunderbolts and Bob. Yeah. What'd you think, Icarus? Also, Spicy Dan was had, and I knew I was forgetting to do something. It was say hello to specifically the people that have already been kind enough to give me a little bit of engagement there in the chat box. Pause. So, Spicy Dan, Icarus, welcome. Welcome to those who may be lurking. welcome to those who have decided to watch it on the replay, but go ahead and watch it with us here. Thank you. You liked it? Cool. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Brooke, what's happening? Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. I think Mrs. Chillin would enjoy Thunderbolts. I think there are other movies, Marvel movies, she'll like better. Definitely. There are other movies that I like better. But that's a pretty good movie. If you've ever been or are currently in a current mental situation, wait a minute, that was redundant. Anyway, a negative mental situation, that's better. Um, it speaks to you, and it almost is like, hey, we know too. So that part's pretty cool. Is that still up? That. Be gone. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, definitely not an amazing 10 out of 10. No. I give it a solid 8. I definitely give it a good solid 8. Yeah. I kind of wish we'd actually gotten more pre-Void Sentry. I mean, the one scene where, spoiler warning, he absolutely bodies everybody in short order was dope. And don't get me wrong, the Void stuff was dope. I like how they used the kill switch to trigger the Void, or to allow the Void to take over. But I could have used more standard Sentry in the suit. Now you want to know what happened with the 4? Well, if rumors are accurate, we'll find that out next May in Doomsday. Not this summer, next May. That's the word on the street. I think Fantastic Four is going to be a damn good movie. Like, hello, damn good movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's going to feel pretty. This is just conjecture. But I feel like this movie at least has a pretty good chance. While it may not quite show that at the box office, because I don't think there's any way Fantastic Four makes $1 billion just because of it's the last thing to come out in a packed July, and people are going to start getting broke. That's it's packed full of nerdy content. So if like attention spans are still an issue by the time we get to the end of the month, Fantastic Four, I still think it could pull 8 or 9. I just don't know if it's going to get to $1 billion. I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope that thing cracks $1 billion, does like 1.3 or whatever. That'd be fucking sick. But I don't see it happening just because of the confluence of events surrounding it. Although there is one thing in its favor, is that after it comes out, it doesn't have much in the way of competition. All this competition comes beforehand. So it could end up having, like, say, a really, really strong second weekend. But that's all 100% speculations based on, well, basically based on shit I've learned from Josh. Doomsday, the new Avengers, and Bob will return. Yes. Emu, emu, and Doug. New Avengers, and Bob. New Avengers. Ah, That's harsh, but funny. Shat. I assume that's a typo, or you're calling us poo. Which is it, Lou? Are you calling us poo, or was that a typo? It is just one wrong finger. But yeah, I know. But U.S. Century is way more brutal. Yes, I agree. I don't know though. I'm sure there's a lot of people that even if that was a typo on Icarus's part, probably agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I think there are a lot of people out there that would agree with them being called the new averagers. Averagers. You know, there are people out there. All right, so pull up your Disney Pluses and get to the show page. I want to figure we'll give people about 4, 5, yeah, about 3.5, 4 more minutes to get in here. We'll start this shiz at about quarter two. We're not going to skip any of the preamble shit, but we are going to skip all the credits. And we're going to kind of. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll watch an arc, so 3 episodes. Then we'll talk about that arc for a little bit, and then we'll watch the next 3. And then we'll talk about that one and how we felt about that one compared to the first. The usual. So, but we're going to blow through 3 episodes at a time. Just like one, fast forward, start the next one, that kind of thing. Aight. So pull up your shizzle. There we go. Excuse me. And get to the screen and immediately pause. They should have shown Void killing some people and doing more things involving blood and gore in Thunderbolts. Would have loved it if they made Thunderbolts rated R, to be honest. I mean, that's probably a title they. I don't know if that's necessary. Like, just more obvious death. Like a little bit of crushing, a little bit of explosions engulfing people, that kind of thing. They could have done shit like that to pumped it up a bit, and that still could have kept it PG-13, like they like most of their shit to be. And obviously, Deadpool was R. Blade is going to be R if ever it gets fucking made. So it's not like they're averse to that. Daredevil was TVMA, which is rated R for, not the movie theater. So they're not averse to that shit, but I think they only want to save it for like less mainline stuff. That making any sense? Like they're gonna use it, but they're gonna use it sparingly. They still want to keep most of their shit PG-13 and under to keep it to a broad audience because it's a broad audience IP, and that's how that shit works. And the amount of people who still don't understand that is fucking mind blowing. Jedi Mike, what's happening, my guy? Sentry vs. Doom would be epic. Dear Lord, I don't think they could actually get that fight right. As insanely powered as both of them are, in order to do it the way it should be done, I'm not sure if they're capable of that. Even as much dope shit as we've seen them do. A fight between those two, a dude with the power of 1,000 exploding suns and then all the other shit he can do too, versus master of technology and a sorcerer supreme level wizard, all in the same person. Good God, you could barely animate that fight, much less put it on film. Yeah, exactly. Push the PG right to the envelope. Superman versus Sentry now. That'd be interesting. Now, are we talking just straight Sentry or Sentry as Void? because Sentry as Void would swallow Superman, burp, and move on to the next thing. Now, Superman versus just Rob with power. Robert Reynolds, aka Bob, with like just standard Sentry power without the extra shit. That would be pretty even. Yeah, and that's also assuming like, hi, be positive. Welcome back. You got here just in time. We're about to start this shiz. So, all right, I'll give you like a minute or two, unless you already are ready. Do you have your Disney Plus pulled up yet? If not, go ahead and get that rolling. Get to Tales of the Underworld. Click on the first episode and immediately pause at this screen. This is where we shall begin. Or yeah, this is where we should. This is where we're starting from. God damn it. So. Go away. Thank you. Right. So. that. Thoughts on Thunderbolts rebranding their title to New Avengers to boost the box office? I think they were always going to do something like that because they've been making a big deal about the asterisk for since last year at SDCC. Um, but given the opening weekend, I'm sure that I don't know if they were going to go whole hog the way they have now with actually changing billboards and fucking what's his butt fucking Bucky running around um replacing Thunderbolts posters with New Avengers posters, like Sebastian Shaw literally doing that on the street, going to poster cabinet things on poles and unlocking them and taking out the Thunderbolts poster, putting in New Avengers poster, and locking it back up. It, yeah, literally out there doing that shit. So, I think it's both. Marvel should have been renamed Captain Marvel. Oh, yeah. A lot of things they should have done different with that movie. Although I will say, for me, that movie did not rate the small amount of money it made. It was not actually that bad of a movie. That was just the movie where the fandom chose to really make a fucking statement. I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like a banger, but it wasn't only $200 million worth of, it wasn't that bad. Like, that could have been a $400 million movie uh, released a year sooner. Maybe even five. But, yeah. After the tailing end of 23, yeah, that was bad timing. All right. There should be plenty of thoughts on Jeremy Renner pay dispute with Marvel on Hawkeye season 2. Was he inspired by Scarlett Johansson suing Disney for Black Widow? No, I think he was inspired by them only offering him half. That's pretty much all the inspiration he needed. Oh, you're only going to give me half as much as you did for season 1? Um, fuck off. I mean, that's it. No deeper than they only offered him half. All right, let's watch this shit. Get to that screen and get ready. Title is still Thunderbolts New Avengers, changed to just a marketing set. No, they're the New Avengers, but not with a Z. That was just Red Guardian being, well, Red Guardian. Yes, it's filming in London, and it hasn't doubled the budget yet, and it already looks like that's going to get backed off of. So I'm not as concerned about that as I was when I first heard it. I actually think that one's going to go away. I think it will be backed off on, backpedaled on, like usual, and that's as far as I'm going with it. Okay, here we go. We're going to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But do it. Okay, muted. Oh, they've added Grievous to the mix. Ooh, are we going to get some Grievous in this? Oh, are you talking the Tartakovsky ones? Be positive? Hell yeah. I love that shit. That's how Jedi should look all the time. Just flying everywhere, destroying everything, flinging all kinds of shit. It's awesome. Oh, hey, it's Obi-Wan and what's his fuzz? Quinlan Voss. Oh, shit, this is from the book. Okay. Okay. I see what they're doing here. You see what they're doing here, chat? They're actually acknowledging where she got fried by Dooku at the end of what's that called? Jedi Lost or some shit, and dies. Because her and Quinlan were giggity stuff. Oh damn it! Be positive. This is I had no idea they were going to address it. Holy shit! Look at Dave being respectful. Because he just brought her back for Bad Batch and was like, I don't care what the book says. She's alive now. Thank you. Because no one knew they were brother and sister till Return of the Jedi, including George. George wasn't flawless, but his way is still better. Damn, I did not expect this at all. I'm actually kind of impressed. Ooh, Mother Talzin. Yes, she is. Damn. You can get me alive again, but you get no Quinlan. All right. You know what? Some people might call it lazy, but I accept Night Sister shit as the reason she's back. Oof, that's a tough one. That is a tough one right there. No skipping intro. Just let it roll. That was dope. For me, that was dope. If she could do the voice, Anya Taylor-Joy could probably do it. That's often the way of it, though. Saurian, Rhodian. That's a New Hope callback, I'm pretty sure. Wasn't that the docking bay the Falcon was in A New Hope? I'm probably wrong, but she told you to keep quiet. calling back to Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Well, ooh, what have we here? Ah, Inquisitor. There we go. This is how she used to roll. Yeah, you probably should talk less, motherfucker. Is that hook handled? Yeah, it is. There you go, kid. Huh. Okay, but she's allowed. Almost kind of redemption of that scene, if y'all know what I'm talking about. Exactly, Icarus. Exactly. All right. And that's a good place to leave it, but as soon as the option comes up, go ahead and we're going to go right to episode 2. Okay. Maybe just drag it to the end of the credits. You're not giving me the option. Okay, just All right, yeah, just drag it to the end of the credits, and then when this screen pops up, give you a few seconds to get the credits thing done and get there. Again, we want to be right here. Although, just real quick, that was a dope episode. All right, you guys should be good to go by now. Okay, so we click this here button. Five, four, three, two, one. Let's do it. Skip nothing. Because they used to do the dirty. No skip. What up, C Dub? Uh, so far, so far, I think it's pretty good. We know who that is. A little intrigue now. A little who can I trust? Okay, that's still the old school style, the Clone Wars style. I should have known that by the Venator name, but I forgot. Oh, he's a fun droid, isn't he? I like him. Ruh-roh. He's efficient. Sorry, that was funny to me. You got fucked. Is probably what's on it. I ain't mad. Oh, now we get the offer for the next episode. All right, click next episode and then pause immediately because I gotta pee, and then we'll finish this arc, and then we'll talk about the arc as a whole. Okay. All right. Let us begin the final episode of the adventurous arc, and then we will chit chat. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know how true that is, but I did hear that. Be positive. Um, Yeah, so we'll watch this third episode here in the Ventress arc, and then we'll chit chat about it, and then we'll watch the Cad Bane arc, and then we'll chit chat about that. But time to begin episode 3. Yeah, I saw that too. In five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it. Skip nothing. Of Warriors, uh, Star Wars. That's what you get. You don't fuck with Ventress like that, you little shit. Found some use for the battle droids. Eh. Oh, he's a separatist. They found a separatist. Kind of fun. Don't skip anything. Oh wow. My Tigers are kind of crushing it right now, Dub. I don't know if you noticed that. Almost watching me. That's awesome. What's up, Delta Dan? Those bitches gonna be heavy as fuck when they're full of water. Some strong kids. Hell yeah, Sports Adventures. Damn, that's a lot of whatever the fuck those things are. You know, if they'd have made the Vespa crew something like that, that'd have been a whole lot cooler. Did he just say "fuck you"? That's what it sounded like. They like sneaking that shit in. First Nanzella and then one of those things. All right. I wonder if this is before or after Bad Batch. I mean, shit. For all we know, if she'd have walked up to Quinlan, if he was there, said hi, she could have just fucking poof, dropped over dead the second she said Quinlan. Because technically, that would have broken her deal. That little shit. He missed the ship. He totally missed the ship. Okay, go ahead, click next episode, and then instantly pause, as per usual. Boop. I said boop. There we go. All right, so let's talk about the Asajj arc. Uh, I liked it. I thought it was pretty damn strong. As I said in the beginning, I do not mind at all Night Sister shit being the reason Asajj came back from the dead. I know a lot of people that had let me qualify this. A lot of people that had read the novel were very upset when Filoni just randomly brought her ass back for that last season of the Bad Batch. I didn't care. Like when Dave shits on Disney Star Wars literature, I couldn't give a fuck less if I tried. But I also do think it's kind of cool that he went ahead and addressed it. So I thought that's pretty nice of him to come back and address that after shitting all over the book and the Bad Batch. Um, the kid was just on the good side of the annoyance line. Like he butted up against it a couple times, but overall he wasn't a bad character. Um, yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid little arc there. An appropriate ending. I know some people might consider the ending to that arc cheesy, those two riding off into the sunset or whatever, but when you think about the nature of Star Wars, especially the OT, except for Empire, um, excuse me, that's pretty standard overall. Ending with hope, ending on a positive note. That's how did be doing it. The spirit realm versus the force. What's the difference? Um, um, uh, they're probably um the spirit realm that the Night Sisters tap into is probably just a portion of the overall force. Like, um, kind of like its own kind of dimension inside the force itself. I mean, let's face it. If there's a light side and a dark side of the force, there has to be in the afterworld part of the force a light side and a dark side as well to keep the balance. The balance got to be everywhere, right? So maybe that's your difference. The spirit realm is like where dark side people like Night Sisters and shit go, and the force is where the light side people go. Maybe I don't know. I'm just speculating, but that kind of makes sense. That keeps the balance. I'm gonna really like the next three. Well, I love Cad Bane. I didn't even hate Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett. I thought he was actually pretty cool. So yeah, as long as they're decent, I'll probably be all about it. What do you guys think, chat? I give that arc a solid 8, and it was pretty cool. I don't know. I can't quite go 9. I wasn't like wowed. I didn't feel like going fucking the dude from Pitch Meeting. I forget his fucking name. Wow. I can't. I didn't do that, so I can't go 9. But it was fucking solid, so I can go 8. Yep, that's what the world between worlds is. All right. Yeah, that's a fun little place. A lot of Star Wars fans do not like the idea of fucking with time travel in Star Wars. I don't blame them. I think if you handle it right, it can be cool, but it's very easy to go off the rails when you deal with time travel. So easy to go off the rails. So it probably would just be better overall if they never fucked with it. So 7 for you. The episodes are too short. I mean, that's fair. 8 for Brooke. I mean, that is those are pretty fucking short episodes, but the short episodes also allow me to do a watch party for all of them. So, you know, get some good, you get some bad. Get some bad, you get some good. Yeah. All right. Y'all ready to watch some Cad Bane? I will give you a little while longer to get to that screen on episode 4. I'm ready to watch some fucking Cad Bane, bro. All right, it's 9:45 now. I don't know how far into 9:45 it is, but we going at 9:46, or the countdown will begin at 9:46. Yeah, shout out to Mrs. Chillin one more time for getting me this mic because Many of you have been saying it sounds a lot better. I think it sounds a lot better when I play back stuff. I gotta get the matching boom though, so I don't have. Right now, I got a jury rig mic holder, but that's all right though. Why is everyone supporting Star Wars but can afford spaceships? I don't have a spaceship. Well, it's probably along the same lines of how people here in this galaxy now um, find a way, one way or another, to get their hands on a car. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Why are nearly all the planets in Star Wars deserts? Cheaper to shoot there. You know, the Jedi in poverty? Because they're really not as good as they'd like to think. And also, they still actually, despite what, I don't know, because they're flawed. That's the answer to all the why don't the Jedi do stuff. They're flawed. There we go. All right. Let's watch some Cad Bane, folks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it. Mm-mm-mm. Excuse me. Uh, Look, it's young Bane. Oh, they brought street rats back. Cad Bane's mentor, I assume. No Skippy. Ew. I mean, me too. Hello, Darth Lance. I'm doing pretty alright. How about yourself? Wouldn't surprise me. Colby? Colby? Cad Bane's name is Colby. That's like fucking Clarence in 8 Mile, bro. Uh, Colby. Jesus Christ. I can see his brother being angry later. Oh, no shit. All right. Yep. Click the next episode and hit pause. That was an abrupt ending. Okay. I mean, that was a pretty decent episode. Uh, the origins of Cad Bane, how he got his start in his life of crime. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Uh, so hopefully we get into like the business, but that was kind of cool. We got to see his mentor, see where he got his, uh, see where he got his taste and his drip from. Um, yeah, that was kind of cool. All right, let us continue. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Whoop. In five, four, three, two, one. Do it. Excuse me. Teenage Cad Bane. Wonder if he's calling himself Cad Bane yet. Episode 5. Coming in hot. Oh, upset Cad Bane with his mentor's hat. Okay, he's not wearing it yet. Oh, look, Cat still had a heart back then. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. I'm calling it right now. She dies. He's almost all the way there. Well, I hope no one ever assaults that police station with them all having their weapons locked away. Saw that coming. Saw that coming too. Okay, well, she only died, but she about to get left behind. Cool. All right, last one, ladies and gentlemen. Click next episode, and then pause again. It's cool. I'm actually liking the Ventress arc better, though. So far. We'll see how we finish off. All right, are we all here? Okay. We going in 5, 4. For the last episode of the whole thing. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Mm. Good me. Oh, of course, a Trandoshan. It's probably a parole violation. Like how they gave Bane a Western accent and they gave his friend a New York accent. Uh-oh. Boom, boom. So is the kid going to take off like an idiot, or is Bane going to kill the dude and then take the kid? I take his meaning. I mean, a free shot's a free shot, bro. Is it complete with tubes now? Nope, not yet. No tubes yet. Excuse me. It's his kid. Oh, now you get it. I go with the Tartakovsky explanation. Be positive. He's still smoking. All right. Excuse me. Oh. Well, now. Whoops. I didn't fuck anything up. That was pretty fucking solid overall, I gotta say. Uh, I actually do believe, for me, while I did enjoy the Cad Bane arc, I actually preferred the Ventress arc. Not quite sure why yet, but I did. But that Cad Bane arc was pretty dope. A little bit of origin story action going on. That's pretty cool. Definitely not the happy Star Wars ending we got with the Ventress arc, but you know what? It's very appropriate for the character. So, no problems with the dark ending either. And besides, Empire Strikes Back. So, um, it's straight eights all the way across. Uh, eh, more or less. I mean, it's not fucking Looney Tunes. It's not supposed to be Looney Tunes. More like Transformers. Like the movie from the 80s. I already told you, be positive. The answer to all of that is they're flawed. I have spoken. All right. Yeah, like, let me think. Standout moments, like, actually, all the saber battles in the Adventurous arc were pretty, well, actually, all the battles in the Adventurous arc were pretty dope. That Inquisitor battle was sick. Yeah, me too, Brooke. Um, like, do Plagueis upright, and then, go, like, old EU Sith from, like, way back. Give me a Darth Bane instead of a Cad Bane. I'm here for that shit. Honestly, though, for me, Tale of the Bendu, that'd be interesting. For me, though, if you're gonna do Cad Bane, you do a trilogy. One movie for each book. That would be fucking sick. That would be fucking sick. By the way, if y'all haven't read those books, they're fucking amazing. The Darth Bane trilogy is magnificent. So, all right. We're going to kind of bring this to a somewhat abrupt end. And I don't have a whole shit ton to say other than I enjoyed it. I put it definitely well above Tales of the Empire. Doesn't quite hit Tales of the... Well, no, not quite Tales of the Jedi levels, because let's face it, that Dooku arc is good damn peak. So, I thank you all for being here. I appreciate you a great deal. And we'll be right back here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for the regular Wednesday night stream. So please come back. Hit like on your way out. If you have not done so, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll get reminded about tomorrow night. And again Saturday night, because that's my other day I stream. Actually, technically I started on Saturdays and then added Wednesday. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern for my regular Wednesday and Saturday night streams. Hope to see you all there tomorrow night, for starters. Y'all are the dopest. I appreciate you. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 9. Peace. Oh, chat. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. And I hope to have a good time again with you guys tomorrow night, because I'm greedy. And I like to hang out with you guys. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, however much of it there is left, depending on your time zone. And yeah, come on back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. where we will talk about the news of the week to that point. And if there ain't much, then I'll have to get creative, and that'll be interesting. So thanks for being here. See you tomorrow night at 9. Later.